Well, adding insult to injury after the Browns' tough loss to the Rams, some of the fans headed home got stuck on an RTA train.
Yep, they were jam-packed in all those rail cars like sardines, even forced to walk the tracks back to the station. News 5's Amanda Van Allen live at the West 3rd Street stop where all this went down.
Amanda, you talked to several of those stuck passengers tonight.
Well, Danita and Rob, the message across the board is sadly they won't be taking the RTA to any more Browns games. Now, the RTA tells me they came to this station, picked up a disabled passenger, but when they tried to pick up the other passengers, the train would not go back to the platform. It didn't clear a gap in the power source and got stuck. A chaotic commute that left passengers stranded for hours.
About 100 degrees. There was a lot of frustration.
The nightmare started for RTA riders as soon as the game ended. Some riders say it took over half hour to walk from First Energy Stadium to the West 3rd Street station, just a couple of hundred feet. And when they finally made it onto the train,
Probably within 2 minutes of the train departing the station, it just came to a screeching halt. The power went out and the emergency lights came on.
That's Browns fan and RTA rider Brian Duda. He says he was stuck on the train for more than an hour and passengers weren't happy.
It's getting really hot, muggy, everyone's yelling, freaking out. I mean, I hear people saying they're ready to pass out.
To make matters worse, a different rider tells News 5 none of the RTA workers communicated with the stranded passengers.
You know, getting to the point where people were angry and were wanting to know why they were being kept on the train.
Finally, they opened the doors and had riders walk back to the station on the tracks.
It's unfortunate when you have a bad experience because you're losing potential customers.
Chris Stocking with Clevelanders for Public Transit says riders who take the RTA every day know these issues all too well.
I want to see, more local leaders talking about funding our rail system. We have some of the oldest rail cars in the country.
The RTA responded with a very apologetic statement that reads in part, "In reviewing the incident, RTA let its customers down. Our expectation and that of our customers was that they would have the transportation they depended on to take them from First Energy Stadium to their destination." Now, one of those passengers tells me that there were some elderly people on his car. He says they had a really hard time navigating, walking up and down those tracks with their canes. And he also says one woman he had to hoist up from the tracks onto the platform to make sure she made it safely. Live tonight in Cleveland, Amanda Van Allen, News 5.